I am your presenter, John Constantine, and you are watching Secret Origins. The woman who would become Red Guardian was born during her parents' exile from Leningrad following the Russian Revolution. Her mother, sadly, perished in childbirth. Her father, a religious man, taught his daughter that God was still protecting them. Unfortunately, he was executed during his exile. God be damned. Although young, Tanya evaded the Cheka by stealing several identities. Eventually, her permanent identity became Tanya Belinskaya, medical student. All the while, she fed a rage like it was a fire, her kindling, pain, starvation, and vengeance. However, she had to suppress her rage if she was to continue to survive. Following graduation from IM Sechenov, Tanya was recruited to the Red Room, a juvenile espionage program disguised as an all-girls boarding school in Belarus. There, she was to monitor the physical health of the girls being indoctrinated in state dogma and enculturated in American life. Girls would read books in American English and watch American films. All the while, subliminal messages seeped into their minds. The girls would also learn all manner of manipulation, murder, and seduction. Initially, each girl, referred to as a widow, would be assigned a pet. To test their loyalty to the state, a widow would then execute their pet on command. However, metrics determined such an act would spawn disloyalty. And so, the new class of widows were instead assigned a single bunkmate. During a culling, the bunkmates would face off in combat, with one executing the other on command. Two bunkmates, Svetlana and Anya, were pitted against each other, with Svetlana snapping her bunkmate's neck. Having grown fond of the two girls, Tanya hid her tightened fist while biting her lip. Meanwhile, in Tunguska, a red lantern ring was recovered from a discarded science cell. Ignited by the USSR's collective rage, the ring wandered with no sense of direction. There were simply too many possible wearers for the ring to choose. Eventually, the ring found its sense of direction when it homed in on rage, married to ambition. And that is how the ring came to place itself on Tanya's finger. She then spoke the oath. Ignited, the doctor's heart began pumping pure psychic fire, spewing from her mouth like a flamethrower. Tanya incinerated the Red Room staff and relocated the girls. Tragically, for many girls, the indoctrination too firmly took root, and so they would soon return to the ruins of the school. Anyway, since the USSR was embroiled in World War II, Tanya defended her nation's borders from Axis invasion, all the while feigning loyalty to the state. It was then an agent of the main intelligence directorate, a figure known only as the Presence, convinced Tanya to join the Marvels, an international team of costumed agents. He also codenamed her Red Guardian. While foiling Nazi scientific, occult and multiversal schemes, Red Guardian became friends with the Atlantean Prince Namor, the android Torch, Wakandan Queen Imandla, the speedster Max Mercury, American counterpart Captain America, and bounty hunter Paul Kirk, aka Manhunter. Curiously, Kirk's robotic armor and Tanya's ring did not get along, dear reader. The comrades would have to fight their own weapons just to keep the peace. Following the war, Red Guardian infiltrated political circles to uncover the Order of Saint-Dumas, recruiting for the Universal Church of Truth. Choosing to save the USSR rather than condemn it, Red Guardian exposed the Order's grip on the Supreme Soviet. Afterward, Tanya was contacted by Peggy Carter, aka Captain Britain. Carter had encountered a Red Room student by the name of Dottie Underwood. She informed Tanya that Dottie's actual name was likely Svetlana. Capturing Underwood, Tanya attempted to deprogram her former patient. However, Svetlana was under the influence of a very different sort of cultic programming. You see, Svetlana, broken by wartime starvation and homelessness, was found and recruited by Leviathan, a sect of the League of Assassins. Concerned with possible nuclear war, Leviathan infiltrated political circles and began sanctioning those who posed an existential threat to the Earth. Tragically, Svetlana ended her own life, the price of ratting out Leviathan. Together with Carter, Red Guardian exposed Leviathan's infiltration of the British and Soviet governments. Again, Tanya reluctantly chose to save the USSR rather than let it collapse. Afterward, Carter offered her membership in a new Marvels. Tanya declined and relocated to Ismont. There, she defended the planet from a crusade by the Universal Church of Truth. Decades later, kept young by her ring, she teamed alongside cosmic heroes against the Annihilation Wave. Currently, Red Guardian is bonding with her new sector partner, Dex Star, because he's such a good little kitty.